Cottontail was a rabbit who loved to hop quickly. He darted through the forest, a blur of white. Sheldon the turtle was different. He lumbered along, taking his time. One sunny day, Cottontail zoomed past Sheldon. "Slowpoke!" he teased, giggling. "I could race circles around you," Sheldon unfazed replied. "Let's have a race then. We'll see who wins." Cottontail scoffed. "He lose to a turtle? Impossible." "Very well," he said, already picturing his victory. They agreed to meet the next morning, ready to race. The starting line was at the foot of Whispering Pines Mountain. The peak, shrouded in mist, was their destination. The mountain was a tapestry of green, brown and blue. Sunlight filtered through the leaves of towering pine trees. The air was alive with the sound of birdsong and the rustle of leaves. A winding path, strewn with pebbles and roots, led up the mountain. It was a challenging path even for Cottontail, but Sheldon, with his sturdy legs and determined spirit, was ready to face it. The race began. Cottontail shot off like a furry rocket. He laughed, thinking of Sheldon trailing far behind. He hopped over rocks and zipped around trees, his confidence soaring. Sheldon started slowly, his eyes fixed on the path. He maneuvered carefully over obstacles, his pace never faltering. He wasn't as fast, but he was consistent. Cottontail, meanwhile, grew overconfident. He decided to take a nap, sure that Sheldon wouldn't catch up anytime soon. He curled up under a bush and drifted off to sleep. The sun climbed higher as Sheldon plodded along. He didn't stop even when his legs ached. He thought of his goal, the peak of Whispering Pines Mountain. He passed the sleeping Cottontail without a glance. He continued his steady climb, inching closer and closer to the finish line. Finally, Sheldon reached the peak. He had done it. Cottontail, waking up to find the sun setting, had lost the race. He felt ashamed, realizing that his arrogance had cost him the victory. From then on, Cottontail remembered the lesson he learned that day. It wasn't about being the fastest, but about perseverance and humility. After all, slow and steady wins the race.